Cherry Ninja's channel. We're having a look at a game called Tecmo Knight today. Well, why are we looking at it? Because you know what? I like it. I like it a lot. I discovered this recently, really, I think via the Nintendo Switch on the arcade archives, and yeah, man, it's a decent game, man. I certainly like it. But yeah, gonna get into it in just a second. I'm just gonna checking everything out. Hopefully everything is okay. Okay, yep, my channel is live. It's telling me this is again one of my famous I'm lying down in bed streams. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm just chilling. I'm lying in bed. And honestly, this game is violent, it's weird, and it is certainly very wonderful. So if you're just tuning in, we're gonna check some Tecmo Knight, something that I like a lot. Just trying to get my bearings a little bit right. Okay, hopefully. Here we go. That's it. It takes, so from when I start off, it takes a little. Yo, hello Daniel, how you doing, man? Also just got to change the chat, so rather than top, it's showing me, is it top chat? We want to change that to all chat. Okay, and that should show me everything. So Daniel, how you doing, bud? So yeah, let's kind of, yeah, let's get into this. Gonna put a credit in. Not sure if anyone's played this yet. Like I like this game a lot. So I used to play Ninja Gaiden, which is also known as, hey Alan, how you doing, bud? It's also known as Ninja Gaiden, also known as Shadow Warriors. We knew it as Shadow Warriors over here. So this is from that same era. It's made by the same company, Techmo. But man, you'll see what I mean about this game. It is awesome, man. Very nice. And so I'm yo, where is it? Okay, Daniel. Did you say when? Oh, when? Okay, so I think I've got it in my diary, and I've got it down as I think it's the 10th of December. I'm interviewing him, and it's any time after that. Usually, if I'm free on that day, I haven't got anything on. I am off work that day. I can just edit it and put it out. So the earliest it will be out is the 10th. But at the very latest, I hope to have it out by the 15th. So really looking forward to that. Hatego's a really nice guy. He's been super cool with me since I started my channel. Very helpful. You know, he's there to answer questions. He's just a really nice guy. So I'm actually looking forward to, you know, spending however long the interview takes. I'm looking forward to spending that time there with the guy, man. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, guys, so this game here, you play, like, if you look at the character I am, there's a little dude sitting on his shoulders, and that's what I play. Can you ask him about? Yeah, Daniel, leave your question over in the community post, because it's a bit difficult to go lots of different places. People are like, oh, I'm leaving a question here, I'm leaving a question there. If you leave it in the community post, it's all good. I'm going to correlate all the questions from there. To be honest, we're definitely going to ask about CPS3 because there's a lot of questions there. But I mean, I can tell you guys here that, so CPS3, when was it? Was it last year when he kind of said it? And then recently he said at the rate he was working, it'll take 18 months to... Oh, this game's tough. It'll take 18 months to scan all the custom chips. And I think that might have been, like, say, approximately 6 months ago. So we're still probably a good year away. You know, if it comes out in 2024, that would be awesome. So I'm big on CPS3, man. I was, in fact, I was playing First Strike earlier, but I was only testing it out. I got like my Amber Nick. Oh wow, why am I getting my butt handed to me, man? Maybe when I played it on the Switch, it was easier. I might need to actually go into the settings and have a look, because unfortunately you can't just keep continuing in this game. You kind of you start at, like, I guess, little checkpoints. Hopefully I can make it to the next checkpoint without dying. Guys, I'll try and look at chat in between as well. Okay, yep. Oh, Rastan Saga 3, oh man, I love that game. I never played that back in the day. That's like the double or triple screen one, isn't it? I played it on emulation, man. I love that. In fact, you know what? I think that's one of the games. I'm going to add it to the list of games I want to complete. Let's transform. Here we go. We can transform as well. So here. We're like, this reminds me, if anyone's familiar with He-Man, it reminds me of He-Man. Wow, look at that move, see, amazing. It reminds me of He-Man and Battle Cat. So it's weird, when I first played this, I was trying to do like flying attacks. I'm like, why are I not doing like a flying kick or a flying punch? but it turns out that this is the move that they do, where they just kind of spin around and do other things. You get different mounts. Really looking forward to. Let's continue. Okay, at least we didn't start at the very beginning. We're good. Also, I really do like the continue screen in this. If anyone's played Ninja Gaiden or Shadow Warrior, as it was known over here, the continue screen of that, like your ninja's lying down and there's a razor blade about to kind of destroy him. And this is what, you know, it's made by the same company around the same time, so the continue screens are very similar. Let's go Tiger. I don't know. I kind of like the guy. I love that movie does where he jumps on their shoulders and smashes them, man. It's just looks so good. And guys, I would have loved to have seen this in the arcade, man. I never saw this. Yeah, you get a lot of them on screen destroying you, man. What happened there? Oh, sorry, guys. I have no idea what happened there. I don't know why. And that's really weird. I was playing this RetroArch earlier, and the same thing happened. It just kind of kicked me out. Okay, pretty brutal. Okay, yes, definitely a tough game, man. I wonder if I should change it to something else. Double Dragon. Yeah, Double Dragon Acid Trip. That's quite funny, man. I actually only done Acid once in my life. Yeah, you know, it was hyped up. People told me a lot about it, and I tried it, and it didn't really work on me. You know, it was like a bit of paper that I consumed years and years ago. I think I was in college. I was like young, man. I was like 16 or 17, and I was actually home alone. It wasn't like I was out with anyone. Someone gave me a trip and I tried it. I stayed up and I saw a packet of crisps walk. I think it was cheese and onion, if I'm not mistaken, and that really was it. I never did that stuff again. I mean, I'm teetotal now. I've been teetotal for over a decade now. Man, this game's tough, man. This is a wrong one to do for a stream, because I can't keep continuing. So I may actually go into some other games. Does anyone kind of have a request we can kind of look at and do? I'll try and play a bit. I need to get to King Kong, man. I like the, absolutely love that gorilla boss. You know, I saw that and I was like, wow, that's just so good. Oh, actually, I know how I found out about this game. Someone posted a GIF of the gorilla over on Twitter, and it just looked fantastic. And I was like, okay, I've got to seek this game out. And yeah, so I seeked it out, and I found it. I was like, wow, amazing game. It took me a while to find the name. I just saw like a GIF. Then I had to kind of, it's good that you can do a Google image search, because that really did help. Wow. Go Battle Cat, get them. Go with the next. Oh, Revenge of Death Adder. Okay, you know what? That's a tough one. Okay, we can do that one, Sandro. Let's, after this, continue. Let's do that. I'll change the thumbnail and everything after. I can't really do that mid game or anything. So, sorry, midstream, I should say. Okay. Okay, so if we hold it down, it goes a little bit further, I think. So many decapitations in this, man. Let me get that power up, whatever that is. Okay, so I'm getting the stars. Maybe eventually I'll get like the dragon thing here. But I love the soundtrack for this game as well, man. The soundtrack is just fantastic. Guys, definitely try this game out if you haven't. You know, just for even novelty value. And just for the record, I'm streaming on my Steam Deck, man. Love it. Okay, let's do something else. Oh, you know what? Okay, let's do one more continue. Someone said Wild Fang, which is the Japanese of this game, actually. So, Japanese name of this game. So, the non-Japanese name is Tecmo Knight, and Wild Fang is the Japanese name. Almost reminds me of like Wild Fang. You make my heart sing. Wild Fang. Okay, as you can tell, I'm not really a singer. Wow, man, they hit you hard in this. Is this the Dark Souls of beat 'em up where you're just getting whacked left, right, and center? I do love how you can jump from head to head, man. That's such an awesome move. Let's get the IC. Okay. I got a Dragon on this. Maybe the Switch version was easier, but yeah, shame I can't stream directly from the Switch, man. There's some. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Why did I do that? It can just stay around there. Oh, have I made it? I've made it to King Kong. I'm pretty sure it's going to pop out here. Look at that, guys. How is that for a boss fight? That is just amazing. Okay, got rid of one of your hands. Ah, but you're smacking me, yeah? Okay, now let's have a look at Golden Axe. Revenge of Death Adder. Okay, so... Hopefully it's on here. If I'm only gonna go via RetroArch, so I don't want to go through MAME or emulation station yet or anything. So let's go Golden Axe. Let's find it. Ooh, I think Golden Axe should be further up. If my alphabet serves me, I think I just sweat flash there. No, we've only got Golden Axe. Okay, we haven't got. Okay, so let's go classic Golden Axe. I like classic Golden Axe. Sorry, no Revenge of Death Adder. That's likely going to be in MAME. All right, let's pick this one here. I'm hoping the buttons are decent. I'm a fan of the Final Burn Neo Core. I think it's good. Let me look at some comments before we start the game. Let's have a look. Okay, Golden Axe. Yeah, it's a teaser director. Yeah, Wild Fang. Awesome stuff, man. Hey, Daniel. Awesome. Play this back. Yeah, see, we never had this in a chip shop. I wish if I saw it. We had Ninja Gaiden in the chip shop around there, and that just looked superb. Oh, sorry, let me make it full screen here so you guys get it there. Okay. No, I didn't grab a new pocket, man. I'm kind of low on funds, man. My car started malfunctioning and it cost too much to repair. It wasn't that much money in there. It's not like I drive the latest car, so I actually bought a new car, not a new car, a new used car yesterday. So, and I paid for a holiday for my wife and kids next year. I'm actually not going on holiday. They are. I'm just going to be doing a bit of work and some stuff here. Okay, yeah, so Daniel, I can use CRT filters, but you know what, they don't look good on YouTube. We can certainly go into the menu and have a look at them. Let's have a look. So this is turning into a bit of a RetroArch stream. I'm definitely gonna have to change the female. So we've got some really good shaders, to be honest. RetroArch is fantastic for them. So let's go load. Slang. I mean, there's a whole bunch there. You can import other ones in here as well. But just to keep it simple, if we go CRT and easy mode, and we'll run with those. Hopefully you should be seeing them to some extent. I really hope the buttons in this are decent now. Really hope so. Okay, I always liked her because of the magic, but I'm always told he's actually the best character, so we'll go with that. Heo T-Zorector. Hopefully I got that. Thank you very much, man. That's appreciated. I was supposed to do videos today, man, but my Ambernick arc right. Yep. Oh, nice. The buttons are good. Okay. Yeah, my arc, Ambernick arc came today, so I started messing around with that. It's, you know, I'm likely going to do a video on that tomorrow. Can I do that? Yeah, here we go. But yeah, yeah, so I'm going to do a video on the Ambernick. I like it. There's some good things about it, and there's a lot of negative stuff about it. And they're actually working on custom firmware for it, so yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Sniper Mike UK, you know what, sorry, trying to read the comments as well. Yeah, man, You know, I'm kind of yeah. It's expensive in London, man, to drive. So that's what's happened. It's pushed up the values of a lot of cars, and it's decreased the value of a lot of cars. So if anyone that's not from London that's watching here, what we've got is we've got something called the ULEZ, which is the ultra low emission zone. We've had it for a few years for central London, but now it applies to all of London. So if you've got a car that emits a certain amount of emissions, you have to pay, I think it's like £12.50 a day as soon as you start it or drive anywhere. So a lot of people had to get rid of their cars, you know, yeah, it just sucks, man. So you've got all these cars, their value have gone up. I mean, the car I bought is a Honda FRV. I need 6 seats minimum, and that's got 3 seats at the front, 3 at the back. So I've got 2 boys. I've got 2 boys and 1 daughter. And you know, the boys love sitting at the front. Now both of them can sit at the front, which is nice. However, yeah, that was a sudden expense, man. So at least for a certain amount of time, I'm kind of gonna have to hold down the spending a bit. But I mean, I'm all right. I've got everything on. I've got Steam Deck. I've got a handheld PC. Ordered the new Ambernick a few weeks ago. That's arrived. I don't really need that much more. I've got my Mister. I've got the Analog Pocket. In regard to Mars have said they're going to give me a review unit, so that should be good as well. So yeah, I'm pretty content, to be honest. I just need to not spend money, and hopefully, you know, hopefully YouTube ad revenue will come in and make me rich. All seriousness though, the ad revenue does help. I'm just gonna have to pay tax on it. I'm gonna have to do a self-assessment in January, I think, and just pay up. All right, let me have a look at chat as well. Want to try and nick my magic? Yeah, do you know what? TZ. I'm just gonna go TZ because I'm. To make it a little bit easier for me. So they're quite easy to get, dude. They're not oh, my magic's full up anyway. Yeah, they well, as soon as a limited edition one comes out, pick like 3 colors and do it. Okay, sorry, reading some of the chat. So who's going to sell Mars? I don't know yet. I imagine they're going to do it via a website. They might have vendors. I mean, they've said they're going to have vendors around the world. So someone in Brazil, maybe someone in the UK, Europe, obviously America, where most of the team is based. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of becomes of it, you know. Like I'm excited about any future projects, but you know, I always say I'm as skeptical as I am excited. It's nice to see that it's actually working like it was shown off a couple of weeks ago, but you know, we're all interested in looking at cores. Come on, run at me, no? We're all interested in seeing stuff that's, you know, either not available for Mr. or stuff that the Mr. can't handle. So hopefully we'll get some of that in coming weeks, you know, or coming months, or whenever that is. I'm excited about it. You know, I don't really have a loyalty towards a particular product. Like my favorite FPGA platform or, you know, device is still the Mister. You know, if something comes and improves upon that, I'll be like, okay, that's my current favorite. I love the Analog Pocket. There's nothing like it. It's, you know, it's a great FPGA handheld device, but I have to say, just playing that Ambernick Arc S, sorry, that's it. Just the D-pad on it, the D-pad's really good. I mean, I'm going to do like a review thing on there, but in a nutshell, the D-pad and the buttons feel a little bit cheap, but everything's accurate. It just works, man. I mean, it's comfortable because of the landscape design as well. It's very, very comfortable, that Arc. The Arc is just, you know, I'm going to spam my magic here. It's super, super comfortable. It really kind of makes you wish that the Analog Pocket was that shape. So that'd be interesting. There's another dragon that has a projectile fireball that goes across. Oh, nice. Okay, what? Okay, his magic's almost like nearly full. Let me look at chat before we move on. I don't really know much about Terra Onion. I know Todd Gill used to work for them. But I don't really know much about it. It's a company I've heard of, but I don't know much. I think there might have been some controversy surrounding Terra Onion, but again, I don't really know that much about it. But Mars are not Terra Onion anyway. You know, I don't know if people that were involved with Terra Onion, apart from Todd Gill, I don't know if there's anyone else. So they're a newly formed company. So there. What's the date, Marv? They've said Q1 2024, you know. They wanted it as a Christmas release, but that's not going to happen. So it's going to be 2024, Q1 2024, what they're aiming for. But hey, we know what it's like, guys. Delays happen, so I guess it will come when it comes. That's what she said. I have to say, this is one of my favorite arcade games as well, man. It was amazing when it came out. Oh, magic's full up anyway. Look at chat. Oh my god, TZ, that's exactly what I did as well. I used to play that at lunch, man. Yeah, Saint Dragon was in a social club. Console. What was my favorite console, Sandra? Okay, so let me go to TZ's point first. Was, yeah, we used to go out at lunch, but in our days we didn't really have to sneak out. You were kind of allowed out at lunchtime, you know. It was I don't know, different times, I suppose. So we used to go around. If anyone's familiar with London, North London, we used to go to Phil's Chip Shop on Hanley Road. That's where we used to go and hang out, and go there lunchtime and after school as well. And we Golden Axes. There's a lot of arcade games that I played there first, like Golden Axe, WrestleMania. Sorry, not WrestleMania, WWF Superstars. So yeah, Golden Axe was in there, man, and this used to be my lunch money, man. I used to spend my lunch money, and we used to eat sandwiches around my friend Chris's house, who in fact one of my buddies, Chris, we used to go arcade a lot and do a lot of gaming together. He's actually moved out of the country. Good thing is though, he is returning. He's coming for a couple of weeks soon, next week or something. So I might even go and pick him up from the airport. So oh, okay, it's either I'm North London to school. Okay, Fane Barnett. Okay, I went to a school called George Orwell. I think it's called like Islington Art Academy now, but back then it was called George Orwell. So I know Barnet, man. I mean, I drive past it quite a lot on the A406 coming down. Obviously, I usually cut through Muswell Hill if there's a lot of traffic. I think it's just the exit before that, isn't it, Barnet? Awesome. So Sandro, going to your point, my favorite console, you know, it's undecided between the SNES and the PC Engine. I'd probably have to say PC Engine. That's the one that I really did get a lot of enjoyment from. But then there's Super Mario World, man, on the SNES, which I absolutely loved. Also Contra 3, one of the best games ever. Not completed it. I really need to put cheats on and just complete that game. Just need to get that done. You know what? I feel like just chucking my magic out here. Let's chuck it out here. See if I can get some more little top up. Almost full up. I can't get that one though. Okay, yep, here we go. One magic away from 4. Wow, it's a small world though, man. Nice to have someone from just down the road here. That's at one point I would like to do like an arcade meetup. There's an arcade, Free Play City. It's near Manor House, just down the road from me. I just need to do a meetup there one time, man. And get everyone that's kind of local. I mean, people are welcome to travel, but if you're in London, it's easy to kind of just pop down there. It's a really, really nice place, especially if you're into Street Fighter. Like, there's a Third Strike competitive scene that the guys come there. A guy called David Tamraz, really, really good player, man. Really, really good young guy. They're like the next generation of the Street Fighter players, and there's a whole bunch of other players as well that are good. So we're gonna look at chat now as well. Okay, I'm full up anyway. Here we go. What's it saying here? Okay. No, I'm not in any secret society. I don't think I am anyway. If it's a secret, if I'm in a secret society, they've kept it a secret from me. Vigilante was, you know, I found Vigilante really, really difficult. So it may have been arcade perfect. I just never played it a lot. I remember playing it on my uncle's Atari ST, and the game was just, it was brutal. It was so tough. I'm not sure if I ever played it on the PC Engine, but PC Engine was fantastic, man. It was such a great console. You know, it had a lot of really good IRIM games on there. I remember playing like Ninja Spirit, Legend of Hero Tomna. what's that, Mr. Heli on there. There was a whole bunch of good games on there, man. And it was nice because I think I was like the only person that had the console. There was like a friend of a friend who had the PC Engine, and we always meant to swap games with each other, but we never ever did. Apart from that, no one else I knew had it in the UK. It was import only. I actually bought, you know, the RF controllers that are available from, well, I done a power attack on me. The RF controllers, that 8-bit Dodo, but I bought one from CEX. It was cheap. It was like $17.50 delivered, and I thought, all right, I'll take a chance. But I ended up getting a Turbo Graphics one, man, which you know, it's the same thing, but I don't have any nostalgia for it. I wanted that white PC Engine one, you know. And I'll tell you one thing that sucked about the PC Engine though, it only had one bloody port, so to play like even 2-player, you had to buy the multi-tap, man. It was mad. I remember. Okay, shame you can't change character. This is one thing about seeing the skeletons in here. It really reminded me of Jason and the Argonauts. Let me look at chat before move along. Oh, PC Engine GT was so good. I'm not sure. I don't think I've actually ever held one. You know that? I don't think I have. Or have I held one? Did I touch it one day and I said, okay, I held it. Okay, I never understood this. Are these like zombie ones? They were always black and white, these guys. Yeah, Mega Drive had a good version of Golden Axe as well, man. But I always thought, I always preferred the arcade version. I always just felt superior. Okay, they're gonna come back up. Can he jump? Nice, okay. Oh, wicked. Mark Spencer, 1989, the Japanese version. Wow. Oh, is it coming out good? I forgot I had it on. I mean, I really like using it. Okay, I don't know why Candy Floss is flying across your screen. Oh, is that the clouds at the top? Yeah, okay, got that. Sometimes I don't get a joke till next week, you know. But yeah, I really do like filters. I tend not to use them on YouTube, but I'm glad someone asked for them, you know. Amazing. Just for the record, guys, I'm streaming from the Steam Deck. I'm actually downstairs on the sofa, which kind of works as an advantage because this is where I'm sleeping tonight. Not because I've had an argument with my wife or anything, but my middle son has got a bit of a cough, so he's sleeping in my bed with his mum. If not, then my wife will have to get up, or I'll have to get up and see to him. So I'm off work tomorrow, so I'll sleep on the sofa. I'll stream. Have a little chat with you guys. It's more, I can chat with you guys more when I'm actually streaming from my desk. It's just easier, but it's not as comfortable. Yeah, the filters will definitely show on the stream. All it will do is sometimes, especially if you're watching this on a mobile device, you might be getting like a lot of thick black lines running down. So that's good. No, Phantom, I didn't get another Pocket, man. I decided not to. I really do. I would like to get another one, and the only reason I'd like to get another one more than anything is so if one breaks or something happens to it, like I lose it, like, you know, a lot of people don't even take their Pocket out of the house in case they lose it. I take it to work all the time. I play it. I just don't like anyone touching it, you know. Like, the thing is, like, the guys at my work, for example, they won't know the difference between an Ambernic and an analog Pocket, so I take the Ambernic sometimes and I let them play it out. I just don't want it getting damaged. If it got damaged, I'd have to buy another one, but it just means I won't be able to make videos on it should anything of great interest should come out, you know. And sometimes I'll get work in progress preview stuff, you know, that's no one else has seen on there, the Analog Pocket. I'll definitely get more exclusives on the channel for the Analog Pocket than I do on the Mister. I still get some on the Mister, but I'd say Analog Pocket I've definitely got more exclusive stuff over the course of how long I've done the channel. So it'll be nice. I'd love to have like a relationship with analog, you know. hopefully, who knows, maybe in the future. I've definitely got a lot of good relationships with a lot of the Mr. devs, but the Mr. is an open source project, so you know, a lot of devs there are analog developers as well. Oh, how do I use RetroArch? Is that Daniel? Do you know RetroArch is fantastic? I used to use it a lot before my Mister, and I still do. You know, I'm using it now. I haven't got a major issue with emulation. There's only certain games that I would only want to play really where possible on Mister. So if number one choice would be FPGA, it's just better. It's more accurate. But there's a lot of games like when my friend was telling me, a friend of mine was telling me to get a Mister, and I was like, dude, I'm alright with RetroArch and run ahead because the run ahead eliminates the lag, but you won't have cycle accuracy. So, but I can't with a lot of the games unless I know a game really well. I won't be able to tell the difference, and I don't think a lot of people would either. Some people will notice any little thing. I don't notice a lot. It's only Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I played it around my friend's house, and it's the only time it felt like the arcade outside of the arcade, and I was like, right, I need to get one. And then after that, everything else is a bonus. Like for me, the main thing for the Mister is arcade games, man. It's always arcade games. Yeah, that's the main thing. You know, let me see if I can spam that on them. Yeah, so the main thing for me is arcade games. I like the consoles in there. I like the new Mega Drive core we've got. All the cores on them, the Saturn core, the N64 core, but they're all second for me, man. Arcade for me is it's just where it's at. Like this is why. This is what. Oops. No, I didn't continue. I was talking too much. I kept pressing a button. All right, we're gonna have to try another game. But in the meantime, let's have a look at chat. So yeah, RetroArch is really good. I would strongly recommend it. You know, you've got more games on there as well. So like for example, I like Shadow Dancer a lot. I really do like Shadow Dancer. I play it on RetroArch, and hopefully we'll get that on the Mister soon. What else have we got? Do you know what? There's plenty of videos on how to do RetroArch. I have got videos on regarding RetroArch on the channel, but they're more, I guess they're a little bit more how to do specific things on RetroArch. There's plenty of stuff on this. It's not difficult to install, but man, you've got a lot of options. Like you have got a lot of options. So look, we'll have a look at some. So this is on a Steam Deck. Obviously I used Emulation Station on there, but in desktop mode I've got it set. But you've got all these systems on there, man. It's fantastic. I've probably got more on there, but I haven't generated the playlists for them. But arcade, it's always arcade for me, man. Let's go through the list until we find the game that we kind of like. Yeah, do you know what, Phantom? Yeah. Wicked Phantom Ruler. You know what? It's always overwhelming when you get a new device. Honestly, like even I got the new car. I'm like, where are all the buttons? I have to spend a bit of time figuring it out. But yeah, it is overwhelming. But to be honest, the Analog Pocket, it was a lot easier to deal with than everything else. I think when I first got mine, I might have watched like maybe a Retro Game Corps video just kind of showing me a few things, and then once I got started with that and understood it, I was like, okay, this is really good. Do you know what I do like playing? I do like playing R-Type Leo. I think it's really good. Oh, I should really know my alphabet. Okay, here we go. R-Type Leo. Fantastic game, guys. This is such a great game. So this is the FPGA core for this is on the IRIM M92, and it's actually developed by Martin Donlon, who we had on the channel for an interview. Was it last Monday? A week and a half ago Monday? That was good. Absolutely love this game. Wicked. Well, you know what, Phantom, nice one. That's the way, you know, I like doing tutorials in a way where I could watch them myself, and believe it or not, I often actually go back and visit my tutorials because I forget how to do stuff. So if I get a new device or there's something slightly new, I will just I will go and revisit my tutorial. So there is much for me as there are for everyone else as well. I think, what one was I watching the other day? I was watching like the Amiga one again to put Wicker. Yeah, for TZ, you know what? That's one of the things, because with the Mister now, because of the way we've got access to the arcade games, like that's a big thing for me now. That's a very, very big thing, because we had the consoles, you know, we had Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, we had all the stuff. Even if we didn't have that one personally, just among friends, you know, you'd go around your house, your friend would have a Mega Drive, you'd have a SNES, you'd kind of like play stuff together, you know. But the arcade games is what we didn't have, and that's the main thing I love about the Mister. It's having stuff that I was never able to have. You know, I feel like I have the arcade machines now. I mean, you know, if my house was big enough, an arcade machine is something I definitely would have got at some point in my life. Where's the... Okay. Okay. I'm missing the second button for some reason. Can't find my pods forward. Oh, okay. Okay. It's weird. I thought I had a separate button for that. I just need to hold them down. Great soundtrack for this game as well, man. Okay, you know, I think I'll have to play something else. I don't think I can talk and play this. I'll have to be too focused, and I definitely can't read chat. Reading chat, I'll just get hit by a bullet. So, yeah. Anyone, if you've got any suggestions for games, as long as they're on RetroArch, I can play them. Beat 'em ups work quite well, but if it's more of a mellow one, then we can chill and have a chat as well. I'm playing on the Steam Deck, so I can't play fighting games on it. The D-pad can't do it, and using shoulder buttons is just horrible for fighting games. So, but like a brawler, an arcade brawler works. Side scroller can work as well. Shmup maybe not, because yeah, I just can't take my eyes off the screen, man. Okay, let's see. Oh no, you know what? I can't do Puzzle Bobble. I'm colorblind. It frustrates the hell out of me, man. But yeah, that would be a mellow game. We're on the right track. I have to use like the colorblind hack to look at the shape. But you know what? Let's try it. Let's do Puzzle Bobble then. And we're near that letter, aren't we? So here we go. Let's just go. Okay, where are you, Puzzle Bobble? Okay, let's try a new version of it. I'm not too familiar with all of them. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's the difference is night and day, man. Even if you're not familiar with the game, like I'll play something on RetroArch, and then all of a sudden, I'll play it on Mister, and wow, it's just so responsive. It's just lightning. I mean, I haven't got a CRT or anything. I use an LCD display. It's like I think it's an Asus one that I use. A friend of mine actually gave it to me, which was nice of him, and it's got 1 millisecond of input lag, which is 1 millisecond. You know, you're not really gonna notice that. If you notice that, then you're some kind of Jedi, man. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's put the filter on. So, should I try a different one, or do you know what? Actually, I did find a good one earlier when I was trying to create a thumbnail, because for the thumbnail I love using, there's one here called Consumer. Here we go, CRT Consumer. This is quite nice. It's got those edges. That I think that's nice. Dude, TZ, I can't recommend the Mister enough. Mister's out now. You can get it now. You know, if Mars comes out and it's going to be better, it may be better. But Mars, there's a company behind it. You know, as much as part of it will be open source, it belongs. You know, there's a company behind it. It was Mister's an open source project, and Mister's available right now. So, you know, a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. Whatever they say about it. All right. Oh, maybe I can look at some colors that will work. Okay. Is that how it works? Okay, I'm not doing that anyway. Oh, wicked, alright. Well, I'm good with CRT filters, man. I like them, especially these ones here that are like bendy around the edges and whatnot. It's just that sometimes they look really crap on they look really crap on yeah, they look bad. They look bad, man. Especially on, like, I've seen them myself on mobile devices when I watch videos after. But yeah, we'll see. What was a bit more about power? Yeah, so that's the main thing. I so want Naomi, man. I was actually playing Capcom versus SNK2 earlier on that Naomi, testing it out. So it'll be nice where, you know, if like I say, if Mars deliver and everything they're promising, it's going to be awesome. We'll have like Naomi for it, CPS free. But again, you know, I always say just like wait, you know, we've got the Mister now. I'm extremely happy with the Mister. The Analog Pocket. I like the fact that I can play it in, you know, as a handheld. It's amazing times. And with Mars, you know, what I will say for Mars, what I do like about there's no Kickstarter, there's no crowdfunding. It's like they're saying this is what we're going to bring out, and you know what, when they bring it out, cool. If it's good, buy it. And then if they bring it out and you don't like it and they don't deliver on what they're saying, you haven't spent any money. It's not being sold until the product's out, which is good, because you know I don't think I've been caught. I don't think I've been stung by like a Kickstarter. I know other people have. Me personally, I haven't been stung by one. So the good thing is, you know, it's out when it does come out. You know, and they've got stuff out there that you like. I mean, they're not gonna have Naomi at launch. So see, I can't tell the difference between those two colors. For me, that was a pop shot. What was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, just make up your own mind. That's the best advice. You know, I can't tell anyone what to buy. All I can do is, you know, when I get the review unit, I'll test it out, and like I test stuff out on Mister and Analog Pocket, I'll be like, okay, this is how this works, and you guys can see stuff running for yourself when the time comes. But for now, you know, they've shown it running. We haven't seen the OS. We've seen just games running on there. We haven't seen the digital side of it. We've only seen like analog output to a CRT. So, but you know, we've seen something. I guess, you know, you have to take the first baby steps. Right, I can't play this, man. It's too. Okay, just gonna read some chat and let's go. CPS free, man. Can't wait. Oh, wicked. Glad the filter looks nice, man. You should have all the hotel cores. If you're talking about Mars and what they're going to have, Mars are going to have all Mr. cores on day one. So Hotego cores are Mr. cores. So they should all be available. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, sorry. Puzzle Bobble. I can't really. Can't do it. It's too much. Let's find the. Oh, what's that one? Is it Night Stalkers? Is that what it's called? Night Slashers, that's it, Night Slashers. That's that zombie one. That's quite good. Unless someone's got a name. Pricey. Yeah, I mean, you know what, the retro thing, it's not something I'm gonna buy, it's not something for me, but from what I've seen of it, man, if that's something that you want, it is the best thing on the market. It comes at a high price, but you know, it's all subjective. You know, how much is it worth to you? If it's worth something, if it's worth it for you, buy it. If it's not worth it for you, don't buy it, you know. But it is Modern Vintage Gamer done a video earlier. I watched that, and well, actually, when I say I watched it, I didn't watch all of it. I watched I kind of skipped through it. I was actually out walking with my wife, and I was trying not to annoy her too much. So I kind of had it on. I skipped through it, and yeah, I was watching through some of it, and he made some good points in that video. You know, saying that look, it's not for everyone. It's expensive, but if this is something you want, there's nothing better on the market at the moment. He praised it quite a lot. Yeah, love Rogue Squadron though, man. Absolutely love that game. I was so hoping they brought out another one for the Switch or something. That would be seriously, that would be amazing. That's one thing, you know, because what was it out? Nintendo 64 and GameCube. Obviously skipped what was after the GameCube, the Wii and the Wii U. Have I picked the right game here? I think I've picked the wrong game here, you know. What is this game though? I don't even recognize this game. Okay, what the... Okay. An interesting game. What's it called? Night Striker. Okay, I meant to do Night Slasher, I think. Never mind. Okay, so we're playing some kind of car game. Interesting. Okay. It's always nice going through a random list. I definitely picked the wrong game, and it's turned out to be alright, man. I'm flying around the a super space car. Is this like a super scalar game? Definitely like has that kind of feel about it. Yeah, this is definitely an arcadey feeling game, you know, the kind of game it probably looked wicked when it came out. You put your money in and do it. These aren't games that I play a lot. These are literally like one credit, one time try, and that's it. Unless it was in a venue I went to a lot and it was the best option there to play. With other games, I don't think I'll play stuff like this, but we'll do one credit on this, you know. Oh, you know what? I think we're gonna let's try. Hopefully, the controls are configured nicely for this. But let's try a special criminal investigation after this credit. Oh, is this on the Mega 3D Power Drift? Oh, Power Drift is wicked, man. I tried that out recently. That was really good. That was one of the super scalar games when I think I went through them. So I'm going right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, do you know what? That makes sense. See, I really don't have. I think, as far as retro console go, man, I think the only one I might have is like a PS2 put away, and that's not even too retro-y yet. That's again why I like the Mister. I don't feel the need for any of the old consoles. I've got plenty of handhelds. That's my thing, because, you know, that's generally what I play. I mean, you know, I'm one of them guys that streams on handhelds, and I'm doing that right now. I have to say the Stream Deck's got a good battery. However long I've been streaming for, the battery's like, it's still at that full part, so definitely over 80% still, and I feel like I've been actually I can probably no, I can't. I haven't got OBS as my top window. Wow. Okay, you are dead. Nicely put. Let's do SCI, man. I love that game. Is it going to be SCI? Is it okay? Is it going to be Special Criminal Investigation? Where are you? Ah, here we go. So, I love this game, man. Hopefully, I'm really hoping the controls are okay. Oops, did I hit funnel ban? Yeah, okay, cool. Well, TZ, do you know what? That's awesome. If you keep your machines, then the retro tink might be for you. You know, maybe you can justify playing those on a 4K screen. If not, if you've got CRT, then you're good. You know. I'm a flash drive. Yeah, I get that. Right, absolutely love this game, man. I used to rinse this in the arcade. Absolutely, what a fantastic game. And I like Chase HQ, but this sequel just killed it. Oh, also, guys, like, what do you think the picture quality is like? Because when I stream from the Steam Deck, I have to do it at 720p. In fact, I'm actually streaming over on Twitter as well. Oh, okay. There's the go button. There should be a gear. Oh, okay. The gear button's here. Ah. Okay. I wonder where the shoot button is. This was fantastic in the arcade, man. Let's try and hopefully it's one of the shoulder buttons that shoot. Look at, I remember seeing this in the arcade, man. The rain just looks so good. Oh, that's a turbo. Oh, okay, that kind of sucks a bit. So I've got I'm pressing on the Steam Deck. I'm pressing the B button to accelerate, but I'm pressing the X button to shoot, which is a bit mad. I've kind of got to do it with my finger. It's not. Yeah, I can't really press those two. Ah. Guys, any suggestions for any games, man? I'm kind of good with anything, so not anything that depends on colours though, yeah. We found that out with Puzzle Bobble 4. Oh, okay, I can keep my finger on it. I forgot about that. Okay. Have we nearly done him? Yeah, we nearly done him. Oh, okay. I nearly done myself. Oh yeah, do you know what? I had the Philips monitor from my Amiga as well. Still remember, I think it was the Philips, was it 8833 or 6633? It was wicked. It was where you could actually, you had the little dials on there to actually change the screen so you could fill everything up, because Amiga, you just had lots of weird screen sizes for games, didn't you, if I remember correctly? But yeah, that was good. Yeah, you know what, TZ, if you've got your machines, that's awesome, man. Have you still got CRT as well? Because that would be that'd be brilliant. Oh, cool. Still got good battery on my phone. That's awesome. Guys, any ideas for anything else? Oh no, yo, unloved homie, how you doing, bro? Hope you're well and everything. Burger. I actually had a burger for lunch, man. When we went out with a wife. Had a burger. I had like a half pounder, some fries. Filled me up, man. I really couldn't eat till the evening. And my wife, she never Chase HQ. All right, we'll go Chase HQ. My wife never ever she never ever eats red meat when she's out. So she got like a chicken peri burger thing. Yeah, and I got a beef one. So. Alright, let's do Chase HQ. Guys, if you're just tuning in, contrary to what it says, what the title is, we're just doing random arcade games now. So, whereas, let's do Chase HQ. I think I just passed it here. So we got Chase HQ. Let's do the world version. That's probably the version we got over here. Hopefully the buttons are decent for this. Oh, wicked, man. Amiga was wicked, man. I'll try and play it now. I'll play it like on the Analog Pocket, but I guess maybe you need to play it on a screen or something, you know. Like I like yeah, I definitely like the Amiga when it was around. There was a game on it called Hunter that never quite knew what to do on it, but I just really like playing it. I love Tommy. Alright, no worries, man. Burger time next year. Forgive me if I forget. I always I got bad memory. Cool. I do remember the game. I remember the name Burger Time. I don't think it's a game that I really played, but man, why not first time for everything? Oh, nice. Okay, here we are. Do you know I used to rock this on a Commodore 64 on a black and white TV, man? I definitely prefer the Special Criminal Investigation though. You know, one thing I liked about racing games with a higher low gear in the arcades, just listening to the sound of the car, you could tell exactly when to change gear, you know? I thought that was really, really good in pretty much all the games that had it. This is actually really good on the C64 from what I remember, guys. Oh, Candy Floss up above again. Oh, do you know what we are forgetting to do? You know what I'm going to do now? Is I'm going to pick a shader and I'm going to tell... Okay, right. There you go. That was an attempt at that. Well, let me do one thing now. So let's go shader. There was a retail one that we like. I'm just going to apply it to this directory, I think. So... VRT consumer, that's the one what we liked, and I do like that one. So if I go save, so save, okay, let's do save core preset. I can hopefully now when we pick another game it should work. So burger time. Okay, we are going for a burger, guys. Burger time, biggie. Okay. Oh, here we go. Burger time. Okay, cool. It rings a bell. Rings a bell on Unloved Homie. I remember kind of seeing this, or seeing adverts for it. I'm pretty sure it came out for like home consoles as well. Okay, so let's maximize the screen. Oh, cool. It opened. I don't, Mark Spencer. No, I don't remember Dungeon Master off the top of my head. Is that how much an A1200 goes for now? 300. I thought it'd be more than that, but that's a good price. So what have I got to do here? Okay, I got salt. Like Pac-Man, can I salt them and? I think I've run out of salt. There's an egg chasing me. This is like one of those weird dreams, you know, where... Okay. Okay. Right, so I've got to walk over the buns. Is that what I've got to do? Effectively make burgers. Oh, that's the pepper zero. Okay, so it was limited. Ah, okay, got ya, got ya. Interesting, unloved homie. This is a interesting game you put me on. If I would have played this, yeah, do you know what? No, stuff like this was during my time. It just wasn't in the arcade. I was young then, so games like this, if you know, I would have played on like maybe the Commodore 64, the Atari 800, and this is what the games look like on there. The Spectrum, just not in the arcade. You know, arcade. When I was allowed that by myself, it was like 1989. You know, when I started secondary school, that's why a lot of the games from like 87, 88, I would kind of know. Along with games that came out after that as well, obviously. But remember, even in the arcades in 89, you still had games that were a couple of years old. Okay, no, that was not bad, not bad. Right, okay, what's this one? Anyone remember Zane Thelina? Oh, that's a tough game, man. We've got that. Yeah, I remember that. We've played that in the arcade. Sorry, I never played it in the arcades. We have got an FPGA call for it, but let's see if the filters are working now. So let's go over to Zane Selena. Hopefully it is in here. Here we go. Here we go, Zane Selena. So this is a code developed for the Mister. I think it's is it out for the Unlocked Pocket? I can't even remember. By Francisco Javier. Nice guy, really nice guy. He just brought out Alpha Mission for the Pocket recently as well, which was nice. But yeah, okay, yeah, a lot of people like this TZ, man. I never saw this over here, you know. So where did you see this TZ? Like where's about in London? Okay, man, you go. Do you know what? This is just RetroArch. It's the Final Burn Neo ROM set. As you can see, look, the CRT filters kind of stuck on there. It looks so much better with filters, man. I'm glad you guys like the filters. I tend not to use them, but at least for certain streams and things, I will put some on. Yeah, I think between MAME and the Final Burn Neo, it kind of covers most of the arcade games. Oh, I forgot it's got double jump, hasn't it? Leap of faith. Okay, no leap of faith. This reminds me of Turrican a lot. Remember Turrican on the Amiga? As much as I liked it, man, that was a rock solid game as well. Ah. Guys, does anyone remember what Rastan Saga 3 was called? Was it Blade Warriors, or wouldn't mind giving that a little shot after that. That was absolutely great, man. You know, I'm a sucker. I love Rastan Saga 2, man. It's like one of my guilty pleasures. Loved it in the arcade. Used to get cussed by everyone for playing it. Whoops. Okay, cool. Nah, you know what? Your parents were kind of right, man. Cassettes were definitely cheaper than cartridges, man. Consoles were expensive. So let's have a look. Is it Blade Warrior? Let's do a bit of Blade Warrior. I think it's called Blade Warrior. Nah, I can't remember. Does anyone remember what Rastan Saga 3 is called, guys? If anyone knows in chat, let me know. Oh, does anyone remember in the shops, in the newsagents, or you know, if you're watching from the States, the convenience stores where you had the games for like $1.99 and $2.99. They weren't really the best of games, but yeah, they were games. Trying to remember what Rastan Saga 3 is called. You know what? Let me see. It might. Let's do a search. Okay, Rastan Saga. Ah, Warrior Blade. That's it. This is wicked. Oh, wicked. What banger of a game, a dual screen game. So you got your three characters in this. Sophia, Dewey, and you know what, let's go Rastan, man. Rastan's the geezer. What a fantastic game, man. Look, I like how it looks. We've got the curve on here on the edges of it, man. On a dual screen game. Is it a free button game? It is a free button game. There's a special as well. This will be great on like the Mister. It'd be wicked to get this. Mind you, I don't mind playing this on emulation. I never played this in the arcade, so there were, you know, if there's anything blatantly wrong there, I won't notice it. You got like fishmen there, man. I covered this on the channel in a video, man. When I found this, I was like amazed. Yeah, man, TZ Ocean smashed it. US Gold were okay as well, but Ocean were the best, man. That stuff like Rainbow Islands, New Zealand Story, they'd done a lot of games. US Gold had some games as well, but Ocean were the ones, man. Ocean were wicked. Shame, I really wish they were like a long, you know, I wish if they were kind of still around. Pick up some money, yep. Guys, does it sound okay? Is it gone a little bit low? I might have to turn it up a bit. I'll turn it down for one of the games because it was loud, so I'll get a chance, I'll whack it up a little bit. Kim Justice has covered Ocean in a great video. Okay, I'm not familiar with Kim Justice. I'll check her out. Her or him? Sorry, Kim's a pretty universal name. Oh, Grandad's going to help me. I'm just going to quickly just get into my OBS and just turn the sound up a bit. Okay, that might be alright. Let's now go back into game. Okay. Let's... remember this guy? The old guy doesn't do anything. Right at the end, he does like a move and it never even gets anyone. But you get to ride dragons in this game, man. Like, how good is that? Yeah, this is a game well worth playing. Yeah, man, looks amazing, this game, man. You know what? I never knew this was a thing up until recently. Okay, so old man finally decides to do a move, turns everyone into ice. Nice. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so I played Rastan 1, Rastan 2, knew nothing of this, and I can't remember how I found out about this. I think actually someone in the comments of another video recommended this to me. I think that they said check out Warrior Blade, or it's one of their favorite games, and I was like, no way, this is actually part of the Rastan saga. Ooh, what's the time? So, yeah, 20 to 10. I think another 20 minutes. Sorry, 20 to 11. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Unloved homie, hopefully X-Men will be out soon, man. Oh yeah, Ninja Saviors, man. I've actually played Ninja Warriors the other day, in fact. That was another one I played on the Commodore 64, man. Loved that on the C64. There was a lot of good games on the C64. Rygar was really good. Ninja Warriors was really good on there. There was a game called Hawkeye, which I used to think was really good, but when I played it recently, yeah, it didn't age too well, to be honest. I really like Rastan 1 as well, but man, Rastan 1 is difficult, man. Very difficult. I've seen people get very far, and I used to watch people play that in the arcade, but I was never as good as them. Okay, I forgot you had a grab in here. Awesome. Seriously, the animation, everything for this game is just so good. Oh no. Okay, that one credit, cool. Oh, so glad they let you change characters, man. So the special's the same. It'd be nice if there was something else. A multi-screen? How? I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. Is there not any multi-screen games already? Is there any? I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've played one. I have no idea how it'll work. I'm pretty sure I saw like a tweet of someone working on like one of the multi-screen games. I can't remember which one it was. If you want to find out about that, then someone head over to the community post. Just leave a question there saying about multi-screen games and how would they work on an FPGA like the Mister. Maybe we can put that to Hartego. That's actually a good question to ask him. Even if no one writes it, if I remember it, I might just add that to it myself. In fact, I'm gonna have to prepare a list of the questions this weekend, hopefully. So you know I'm ready in due time. There's a lot of questions. What's going to be more difficult about the Hotego one is I'm going to have to go through the questions, and there's going to be a lot of questions. Like CPS3 has probably been asked like 5 or 6 times, so just kind of do categories of questions. So, you know, if it's been asked 5 or 6 times, you know, just ask once and just make it a popular question. Look how good this boss is, man. Look at this level. I mean, look at the ship and everything here. It just looks wicked. That's me Dewey now. Hey Dewey. Okay, oh nice, okay. We still got like little tentacles down there. Yeah, Jose is very, very cool, man. Very, very nice guy. Okay, oh yeah, I remember the cutscenes on this were, they were really good as well. And you've got dual lingo here, so we've got English up the top and we've got what I presume is Japanese at the bottom. Unless it's a different language underneath there, I can't tell, to be honest. Bad at lingos. Yeah, do you remember the Japanese Mega Drive? The shape of the cartridges were different, right? You had to, they were smaller, I think. So in order to play, you know, UK games on a Japanese Mega Drive, you just had to you had to expand the cartridge slot. You could just cut a little bit from the sides, and it just worked. I mean, like growing up, I preferred the Super Nintendo, but we're like at my age now. There's a lot of stuff I like on the Mega Drive because a lot of the games on the Mega Drive were more kind of arcadey games, whereas a lot of the stuff on the Super Nintendo were more games more suited to consoles. And Mega Drive has, you know, one of the best beat 'em ups. Arguably, it might even be the best beat 'em up ever made, and that's Streets of Rage 2 without a doubt. Better than 1, definitely better than 3. Arguably better than 4 as well. 4 is really, really good, but you know. I don't have nostalgia for 4, whereas 2 I do. Like 2's wicked. And also Street Fighter 2. I preferred the Super Nintendo version back in the day. I thought it looked better, but the actual Mega Drive version is the better game, and that was proven a few years ago because the one on the Mega Drive one has CPS1 chains, and the one on the Super Nintendo you can't do CPS1 chains, so it was definitely closer to the arcade. Yo, good chats tonight. Yeah, bring back again. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's why I'm reading and mashing the buttons. Let's go back to Rastan. Just give it a second. You know what, Mark? It's because we're all old guys, man. That's what it is, and that's what makes all this stuff really, really appealing. It's, you know, like most of us are in our 40s, maybe late 30s, early 50s. Most of the guys I speak to, they're in the 40s like me. So, yeah, man, it's just remembering the good old times. You know, no responsibility. What you had in your pocket, you spent on games. You know, and it takes us back to the good times. You know, it's like I was never into playing with so when I got the Mister, you know, like. My friend was like, try original controllers, you know, get yourself like a snack adapter. And I was like, dude, I'm good. I'll use the 8-bit dull ones. I don't need the original controllers. And when I got Mr. Addons as a sponsor, like, Mr. Addons is a really, really nice guy, right? So the deal that I approached him, I needed the dual RAM Mr. because of a Track 17 saying that Mortal Kombat will require dual RAM. It looks like it might not even work with dual RAM, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to buy it. I ain't really got the money. So I approached a couple of vendors, Mr. Addons being one of them, and I was like, look, this is what I want, and you know, this is what I'll offer you. And you know, it was a good deal. It's something that favoured both of us. So, sorry. Yeah, Mr. Addons took me up on a deal. And, you know, it was only a dual RAM full Mister setup that I wanted. But man, he sent me so much extra stuff. He sent me like reflex adapters, snack adapters, he sent me like an RF adapter. And then because I had them there, I thought, let me try it. So I haven't actually tried the snack ones yet. So what I did was I tried the reflex adapters. I went and got some Super Nintendo controllers, a Mega Drive controller. And I have to say, guys, if you haven't tried like snack or like the reflex adapter, or just an actual basic controller, not a replica, an actual original controller, not a replica, not like an 8-bit to RF version of the controller. As soon as I put on the Super Nintendo one, man, I was amazed. Like the nostalgia kick I got from that, playing Super Mario World on an actual SNES controller, I can't believe how good it actually felt. I kind of regretted neglecting it for so long. It's something I should have done, like yeah, something I should have done straight away. Oh, wow, no, SF2 import was that much, yeah? I don't remember it being that much, to be honest. 150, wow. Yeah, import, I remember, do you remember on the SNES, where you had the universal adapter, you had to plug like a UK, you had to plug like a UK cart at the back of it. That was wicked. Oh, you know Mr. Adams by his... Oh, we're on the Dragons now. You know Mr. Adams by his real name, yeah? You mean Pork Chop, yeah? That is actually his real name, I think. But yeah, no, yeah, so I got all those extra snack adapters, so I tried them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it felt good playing with a Mega Drive controller. It felt good playing on that Joy-Con with a PlayStation. I think what sold it was the Joy-Con, trying to play like Midnight Resistance with a rotary controller. With a Joy-Con it's a little bit difficult though, but the SNES, playing Super Mario World was wow. Like, you know, you forget, okay, what the control pad feels like, but I remember holding it and I was like, shit, everything's just come, it's like it just came flying back. It was like I was a teenager again, waking up early in the morning to get some Super Mario World in before I went to school. So Joy-Con, I've got one of the ones with the wheel on it, you know, the one that came with Ridge Racer Type 4. Yeah, so that's what that's the one that I use. I used it, I tried it with Ridge Racer with Ridge Racer Type 4 actually, as well. But yeah, I tried it with like Heavy Barrel. I never really played Heavy Barrel in the arcade, so that game doesn't really mean much to me. Midnight Resistance, I didn't play it so much in the arcade, but I did play it more in I played it more on my uncle's Atari ST. Forgotten Worlds I played on the C64. A game that I really want that has rotary controls is Guerrilla War. I really hope that we get an FPGA implementation of that. Another one that I like is Outzone, but I don't know if those I don't know if the rotary controls have been implemented. I should actually check it out to see if Track 17 and Darren O have actually implemented like rotary stick controls on that, because that'd be a nice one to play, man. That's another one of my favorite arcade games, Outzone. But man, is it tough, and you can't hide or do anything like that. You have to keep attacking because your energy just wears down with time.
Go. Follow this path.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, Mr. Adams is genuinely a cool guy, man. You know, I'll speak to him as well. I do have a bias for him because he is my sponsor, and I don't hide that. I make that clear. But I wasn't, you know, like I kind of vetted my sponsors, and you know, there was two people I thought, okay, these are good people, and I used to cover Mr. Adams' new products on my channel anyway. Before I even ever really spoke to the guy, you know. I used to think, okay, that's actually interesting what he's brought out, so I used to cover it. So it was actually good to have that as a sponsor, because a lot of the new stuff I would cover anyway. But obviously, you know, it's nice to give him a plug. You know, I get something in return. He gets a plug, and he's, as far as I'm concerned, you know, he's a good valued member of the community, man. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Like that, he's made a business out of it. You know, it's nice. It's not easy doing that stuff. You know, it's hard work and dedication, man. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, good guy, man. Good stuff. All right, let's go Dewey again.
Go. Follow this path.
Some of those enemies crack me up, man. Like that little rag monster there. Is he still gonna get up? Oh, nice stab there. Like those lizard, man. Definitely remind me. Oh, I wonder if that's the kind of lizard men you fight at the beginning of Rastan, the first one, you know? It has to be them. They definitely look like the lizard men out of Soul Calibur though, man. Lizard Man, one of the coolest characters in Soul Calibur. Never really played Lizard Man too much, to be honest. Soul Calibur was always Maxi and Cervantes for me, man. Those were the two characters. I really did like Soul Blade as well. It'd be nice to get like arcade version of that to play as well. I can't remember the oh, I've got a slightly different weapon. I've got more range. So that's the claws out of Rastan 2 he's got. Looking good. Slap down the lizard, wicked. You know, it's really good because they've got the same weapons that they've got in Rastan 1 as well. That's nicely thought out. Oh nice, look at that. I got a little fireball as well, wicked.
Go. Follow this path.
I certainly hope it doesn't run out. Chances are it's gonna run out.
May power be with you.
Yeah, it's gone. Sorry, I'm not unwell or anything. I just dry throat from maybe talking too much. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Trying to read the comments as well, so I'm looking. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, yes, I've got two Mr. setups now, digital and analog. Really good enemy design in this, man. Oh, come out to the middle. TZ, you know what? Like, I'll have a bias. As Mr. Addon sponsors my channel, I would say he's the best one. The only thing that you may have to consider, so you've got a few options. You can just buy a DE10 Nano board from somewhere like DigiKeys. These days there seems to be stock DigiKeys or Mouser. I got my first one from Mouser. Then you can buy all the additional bits that you need from whatever vendor. We've got Mr. FPGA.co.uk, I think. I've never dealt with a person but I have ordered from them. My first Mister, my friend that built it for me, he ordered me all the parts from there. So you can put it back together yourself. It'll be cheaper. You know, if you're not confident doing that, if that's not the kind of thing you like doing, and you haven't got anyone that can build it for you, then you can buy a full set. I don't know. So with buying from Mr. Addons, you know, there may be additional duty charges. I don't know what the delivery charges are. Obviously I like the guy and I'm always going to plug him wherever I can, but there might be maybe like ultimatemister.com, who I think is based in Portugal. That might be a bit cheaper, but since kind of we left the EU, we get stung on buying stuff from Europe as well. So it might just be a matter of doing your research or asking around on maybe like the Mr. FPGA Reddit or whatever, to see what the most cost-effective option is for you. As long as you're alright putting stuff together, the cheapest alternative would be just to buy the DE10 Nano board and then put everything together yourself. I think my setup, which I've had for about 1.5 years now, the DE10 Nano cost me 175 at the time. I think it costs like 220 now, so it's gone up. It might have even gone up a bit more. So that cost me 175, and another 175 I spent on everything else. The case, the IO boards, or the IO boards. What else was there as well? The single RAM stick that I bought. I bought like a external kind of power switch and a different power supply. So yeah, it cost me 350. I remember buying it at the time. It cost me 350. But I've got a friend who's very good with building stuff, so he built it for me. Even though I don't think it's that difficult to build. I like, all right, if I didn't have my friend who built this for me, I would have just gone to a vendor and bought a pre-made one. That's what I would have done, just for the ease of use. And I think at the time you could get a full kit for around 500. So I probably would have paid like 150 extra to get everything, you know, up and running. Wow, that's a good boss. Yeah, bosses in this thing are good, man. To be honest, the characters in the Rastan games are just fantastic. We'll talk, changing the subject a little bit. I think, I feel like I didn't check the article, but on my feed I had one saying, why can't I attack this damn thing, man? I saw a thing for Dragon's Dogma 2, man. That looks really, really good. Okay, got it. Thank goodness. Yes, it's down to you, man. It's down to you how much money you've got, you know, and everything. I can't recommend the Mister enough. The Mister's fantastic. You know, I'm good with emulation. This stream is all emulation. I'm playing emulation now. I'm fine with it. But there's just something special about the Mister. You know, you play it, it feels different. I'd say if there's a game you know really, really well and that you used to play in the arcade, like for me it was definitely like the Street Fighter games, you know, especially Super Turbo, because before I got my Mister, we were playing it in the arcade quite a bit in Free Play City. There's a UK tournament player, a guy called Kung Fu. Can't remember exactly how we met, but he started speaking to another friend of mine through a friend, and turned out he was my friend through another group of Street Fighter friends, and we kind of got talking, and he invited us around to his house, and we played on his CRT on the arcade board, and it kind of reawakened playing Super Turbo again. In the arcade, or playing Street Fighter again in general, and then when I played that on the Mister, I was like, okay, that felt wicked. There was another game as well. There's one of Darren Owen and Track 17's cores, the Jalico Mega System one, and there's a game on there called Saint Dragon that I used to play in the arcade. Now, the emulation for that it just felt off, man. It felt off. Every time I tried playing it, it just didn't feel right. So I gave up trying to play it. But then when they released the core for that for the Mister, it just felt right. Like as soon as I played it, it just felt right. So there's some games that when I try them on emulation, they'll feel bad. And there's some games that won't. And it also depends where you're emulating it. Like Android emulation is, even though it's good, there's just too much latency on Android. I've got like an Android device. I used to use it, but now since having the new handheld PC, I've got to use that for what I do is if I'm doing a video on something that's not available on the Mister or the Analog Pocket, I'll film it via emulation. And the Android device I've got, it does RetroArch as good as what you're seeing on screen now. In fact, it does it better than the Steam Deck because it has a 1080p screen. The Steam Deck only has 800p. But if you put it down to 16:9, you're only going to get 720p. But yeah, so if you know a game well, and it's out for the Mister, try it. You'll notice that wow, it really, you know, it really does. It just feels, there's a feel to it. It's different. And it's hard to explain sometimes in words. Like, okay, what is it that's different between the Mister and, you know, software emulation? Sometimes it's just the feel you get with it. You know, it's a feeling you get when you play the game. A lot of it is, I guess, to do with the latency and the timing. Okay, you know, that makes sense. Yo, Philly! Yeah, you know what, this game is getting on a bit long. I actually wouldn't mind changing it, but it does last a long time. We can, what's the time now? Oh, it's 11. I said I was going to end it at 11. We can do another game. Guys, anyone want to pick one final game? Philly's kind of right. This does go on for quite a bit. Yeah, do you know what? The Sniper, instead of even 256, I'd actually say go for 512 at the moment. 512s are the best value, man. They're around £25 on Amazon if you buy them at the right time. So they're really good. 1 terabytes are still like 70, kind of like 70, 75, 80 pounds. So, you know, 512, you're getting really good value for them. You know, 256, yeah, minimum, definitely 256. But if you start putting like Saturn games on there and PlayStation games, it fills up quite quick. Oh, God, dude, I don't think the Golden Axe 2, I haven't got it on this ROM set, on this Final Burn ROM set. So maybe something else. We tried looking for Revenge of Death Adder, but we couldn't. We didn't have that on this ROM set. I've got it on MAME, but then MAME I run through Emulation Station. Okay, this way runs in prison. Yeah, do you know what though, Philip? I'm very selective with my with what I have for PlayStation. For Saturn, I've got a lot of games on there because we're kind of doing a Saturn test. You know, there's a lot of Saturn tests we do. In fact, if I wasn't streaming in bed on the Steam Deck, I wanted to do a Saturn stream. I was thinking about just jumping on and doing a random Saturn stream. But yeah, that Ambernick came and I wanted to try it out. Oh, by the way, Phil, I got my Ambernick today, the Arc. First impressions, the joypads feel a little cheap, and the buttons. But man, when I played it, the D-pad's really good on it. D-pad's fantastic on it. Feels cheap, but as far as Street Fighter games go, it's the best handheld I've ever played. It's emulation, but the latency is not too bad either. I'm gonna put a review thing out for it anyway. Okay, let's just run over. Yeah, no, you definitely notice it on games that you know well. I mean, I never played this in the arcade. This to me is feeling okay. I've generally got run ahead switched on RetroArch as well, so that does a good job, to be honest, that eliminating the latency. Let's see if anyone come out with another game. Let me look down. Oh, have you got it now, Philet? You got the OLED already, yeah? I wasn't sure if they got delivered or everything. Wicked. But yeah, you've clearly got it wicked. Do you know what? When I play at work, I've got a lot of lights above me. So as much as I would like to get an OLED, maybe down the line somewhere, but I do like that matte kind of screen because I don't get a lot of reflections on there. Anything else that I play, I have to sometimes bend, you know, adjust it a certain way so I don't get reflections. So yeah, I'm still extremely happy with my original 512 Steam Deck. Still using it, still going strong, still like it. But yeah, if for example, if I didn't have a Steam Deck now and I was buying one, without a doubt I'll get the OLED one. Oh, by the way, Philly, did you sell your OLED? Sorry, did you sell your normal Steam Deck as well? You said you were going to trade it in at CEX. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Oh, this is some dodgy boss. Look, he's just flooded the thing. Right, after this boss, I'm gonna move over to another game. If no one selects ones in there that I've got, I'm gonna go for a list and just kind of pick one. I might even do Shadow Dancer if anyone wants to see that. Always like a bit of Shadow Dancer. What did CX do to you, man? Okay, no, it's getting a bit boring now. Let's go. Let's do Shadow Dancer. I've remembered where I was last time. Okay, cool. Alright, let's read some of the chat. What happened to Philly and Thing? Yeah, wicked. Love Shadow Dancer, man. Oh wow, okay. So have you still got it? Because you can sell it on I mean the price they're offering, you can sell it for more than that likely. Okay, that kind of sucks, man. I did a drop and go with them for a graphics card. I think when like it was hard to get a graphics card, my old one, what old one? It was like a 980 Ti or something. And I booked it in, and they kind of messed it up. So what I had to do was I had to cancel that booking thing or whatever, and I just done it independently. Wow. Okay, so how much are they offering for? Which one have you got? Is it a 512 that you've got? Yeah, I imagine it's the top one. You got the 512 model. I'm going. Do you know what? You're probably better off doing that, man. Probably better off giving it away than taking a massive loss on it. Oh wow, is that how much you're doing it for? 168? And is that so? You've got the 512 one, yeah, the one with the non-reflective screen. Yeah, oh man, that sucks. 168. Wow. I'm almost tempted to buy it off you myself and offer you a little higher than that, and just give it to one of my kids. That's just wow, man. Imagine that. Paid 569 for that just over a year ago, wasn't it? Right. Okay, wow, this kind of looks alright with a shader as well. Definitely one of our most anticipated calls, man. And we get Alien Storm and Michael Jackson Moonwalker on this as well. I actually tried this on the Ambernicker earlier as well. That is one of the games that it doesn't emulate well on some of the low-powered machines. So when I usually try this. This is one of the first games I try on a new emulating device, a new emulation device, and it just worked well. No, you don't pay any import duty on Steam Deck. Everything's included. Like what you pay. I mean, Steam are wicked, man. Like I gave my Steam Deck to my kid for a while. Mistake. You know, he was too young for it, and he dropped it a few times, and he was going to smash it. So I contacted Steam, told them, look, the button's not working. They didn't even ask me if it was accidental or did I drop it or whatever. They just said they'll repair it. Ah. Yeah, so with Steam, you're all good. Once you pay for it, you pay for it. Yeah, man, Shadow Dancer's dope. It gets hard faster. It's one of the games I will complete at one point. Oh, I love handhelds. Okay, I was reading the text here. That's why I died, yeah? When someone said, I'm like, okay, so Sniper, I love handhelds, man. I can't really stream in bed with my big setup, you know? To be honest, I've always loved handhelds, man. Played a lot of TV consoles as well, obviously, over the years, but ever since like the Game Boy, or even like, before Game Boy, like Game & Watch or the cheap knockoffs, always liked them. Okay, well, that's longest ever taken me. Yeah, I like the original GBA. I got mine. I got one modded as well, man. Like it, like a transparent smoke black color. All the buttons. But to be honest, I don't really. Since getting Yellow Pocket, I don't really use any of my Game Boys, man. They're just there for show, in a box under my bed. Oh, TZ, you know what? Phile's UK in London. Maybe you can make him a good offer on that if he's not going to give it to his nephew. You might be able to get that. You might be able to get a really good price off him. Unless obviously you want to get the latest and the greatest, and you want to get an OLED one for yourself. But yeah, Steam Deck's wicked, man. I mean, I've been streaming on it for the past, I think, how long have I streamed for? Maybe I must have streamed for a couple of hours now, surely. At least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours even. I love it when you get this firepower. Yeah, man. If that Shadow Dance you're talking about, yeah, man, can't wait. It'll be nice, you know, I haven't played the arcade version for so long, and I play this on emulation a lot. This is one of my go-to games. I should actually just try and complete it, but I kind of do like one credit, see how far I get. I am kind of learning the patterns. But yeah, this level it gets tough, man. This always annoyed me. Your dog can't get this guy down there for some reason. He just can't get it. So you have to wait for him to reload. Okay, this is a bit where I usually die. Ah! Did it. I called it. Yeah, Steam Deck is fantastic, man. There's more powerful ones out there. Like I got the ROG Ally, man. The ROG Ally, Philip returned it before me. He got it, and I remember him saying it's shit. He returned it. I thought, let me stick with it. Tried 2 micro SD cards. The analog sticks are loose. The D-pad's crap. And I was like, you know what, Phile's onto something else. It really isn't that good. So I ended up refunding it within that 30-day period. Terrible. Very, very powerful. Very, very good for that aspect. But terrible controls, man. Terrible controls. And your micro SD card gets roasted. Ah! Is that game over? Okay, that's game over. Let me read some of the chat, guys, and then gonna kindly call it an end. Wow, it's Game Gear, man. Yeah, I need to play more Game Gear. I remember playing that as a kid and the battery's just dying. Wicked. Okay, Mark, I think you're saying the 1-up arcades. Not really a fan of those, to be honest. I'd rather get an arcade and put a mister in it, you know, an arcade machine, and have that than a 1-up stuff, which is just emulation. Sometimes not even great emulation, to be honest. Yeah, the Switch, you need to get different Joy-Cons with it. I like it being quite small, so I've got a Hori left Joy-Con and I use the normal one, but there's that big Hori split controller that's decent. Oh, is that the 1-up arcade? Yeah, good for. Again, Windows emulation is okay, man. I use it a fair bit. Use the Linux one as well. All good with me. Okay, I want a Terminator 2 Atari Lynx bank machine hacker. Okay, hopefully you'll find one. Do you know what I will do? Definitely, I'll do a Mr. Stream, but I just can't do that lying down in bed. I've got to go to my setup, and I can't do it late at night either, because yeah, my wife will be sleeping in the room, so you know I piss her off quite a bit. So I try and limit it sometimes. So I volunteer to sleep on the sofa, so I can kind of lounge about late making noise. But guys, you know, I'm gonna call it a wrap, man. I'll probably be a good boy, get up early and take the kids to school. So, you know, got to keep the wife happy, man. Got to keep the boss happy. But guys, that's it, man. Look, guys, thanks for everyone for tuning in. I really do enjoy doing streams. So maybe next time, Billy, I missed the one or something, or a Fightcade one. And yeah, wicked, man. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care of yourself, man. This is